Hello and welcome to Night Prayer from the Four Corners Festival 2021. Our prayer theme this evening is We Are One People. So I invite you to gather yourself and come to prayer. And the first way we will do that is through song. So I'm going to sing Spirit of the Living God, fall afresh on all, A-L-L, all. So if you know the words, sing along with me at home. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on all. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on all. Melt all, mold all, fill all, use all. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on all. I invite you now to call to mind what it is that you're bringing to night prayer tonight. Perhaps you're bringing something special before the Lord tonight. Just have a moment now and think what that might be. What am I bringing to night prayer tonight? And now I invite you to call to mind something for which you are grateful. Even if today has been difficult, or maybe especially if today has been difficult, it is good for us to call to mind that for which we are grateful. Be specific about this, a person, a thing, an experience. Name it and see it, savor it. Feel what it is like to be grateful for a moment. And now allow your thanks to go upwards to God. Give the thanks to God. Thank you, Jesus. I invite you, if it is your thing, to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, find yourself in the place that you're in. Feel your foot or your feet on the floor, your legs on the chair, the settee, the bed. Feel your back supported. You could even push yourself slightly into the chair or the bed. Just feel how you're being held and allow yourself to be held. And know that while there is a physical object holding you, you are held so much more securely by the gaze of the love of God. Allow yourself to be held by the gaze of the love of God. Become aware if you're carrying tension in any particular part of your body, and just make a conscious decision to let that go now. All tension goes when we are held in the gaze of the love of God. Your body knows this and begins to relax. You feel heavy in the chair. Your legs, your arms, heavy and held. We consciously consent to being held by God. I invite you now to notice your breath. Don't rush to change your breath, just notice that you're breathing. Feel the sensation of it. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Notice how the in-breath is cold and the out-breath is warm. Feel what it's like to have the cold in-breath and the warm out-breath. Focus only on this sensation. If a distraction or a thought comes your way, take a deeper breath and feel the cold and the warm and remain with your breath. Feel now the subtle movement in your body as you breathe. A rise and a fall, corresponding with the cold and the warm. The in-breath of cold is a rise in your body. The out-breath of warmth is a fall. And then another in-breath brings another rise. Be with these sensations now. Allow your breathing to slow, to become deeper, to feel in some way more special as you breathe, as you move, as you are held by the gaze of the love of God. And each breath is a witness to this love. Continue to breathe, continue to be held. And together, let us take 3 sets of deep breaths together. Our first set of deep breaths. Continue to breathe, and on this first set of in-breaths, we focus on our in-breath. Feel the cold air. Feel the cold air rush into your being in each in-breath. As you breathe in, sense the red blood cells getting redder with excitement and nourishment. As your body takes in what it needs. On your in-breath, feel your chest swell as you are inflated with life itself. We focus now on our out breaths. Feel the warmth as the breath goes out. And with it goes what we do not need today. We do not need the carbon dioxide of separation, discrimination, anger, hurt, despair, or worry. As we breathe out, these things leave. And inevitably, our chest sighs with relief. Relaxing as emotional toxins float away into the ether. Be with your out breath as it rids you of the things that you do not need this night. You may, even in the silence of your own heart, name the things you do not need. I do not need self-doubt. I do not need worry and fear. I do not need the discrimination and prejudices I carry. Take a second set of deep breaths with me. On these, our second set of deep in-breaths, we feel a rush of communion as we breathe in the same air all around this earth. We are one people on this night, at this time, in communion, breathing the same air. Right now, skin color, belief, gender, sexuality, identity, nationality, ability, none are excluded from this inhalation. Hold the breath for 3 seconds with me. And breathe out. Be in communion with everyone, with everything, with creation itself. Feel their presence in you. Feel your presence in them, and feel God's presence in all of us. Are you ready? Let's hold the breath together. 1, 2, 3. Now let it go. And on these out breaths, blow out beautiful air. Blow out the spirit of your being, rushing into the world to fill it, united now with all creation. Breathe with me a third set of deep breaths. Make your in-breaths now slow, deep and intentional. As you breathe in, speak silently to God of what you need to sustain you this night. Name it, knowing God hears. God, I need strength, energy, courage. As you name these things, know that you will be sustained with the air of love and joy and mercy for the times when mercy is all the air we need to go on. Hold your breath again for a few seconds. Do you feel it? Let it go. Did you feel that tightness, like you are full? Well, you know what? You are full. This is the willingness of God to be with you, to be in you, to work through you. Focus now on your out breaths. Begin to let your out breaths gush out like a howling wind. Empty your lungs, empty your mind, and empty your ego. Be empty. Create a breathing space. Breathe in and be filled again with air and with awe. Continue to breathe now and allow a prayer to bubble up from within you. Speak with God. I invite you to know that just as your breath goes forth, so your prayer goes forth and falls with God. And now let the prayer go. Experience the breath once more. Feel the coldness of the in-breath and the warmth of the out-breath, the rise and the fall in your chest. Feel your body being held. Feel all of you being held in the gaze of the love of God. We breathe as with one breath. We breathe because of the Ruach, because of the Spirit of God. For those of you who are watching live with me on our Zoom call, I invite you, if you wish, to go to our chat function and to put in one word that comes up for you in response to our prayer this evening. As you type, we will read together. For those of you watching on a different platform or at a different time, just allow a word or two to bubble up from within you that encapsulates that prayer for you. Just notice it, be curious about it. Take it as a gift. May our breath and our very lives continue to be a prayer raised to the Father in the name of his Son, Jesus, enlivened by his Spirit. Let's take a deep breath together. Good night and God bless.